All right, today we are doing Marie Currie. She is one amazing, amazing, amazing woman. Anyways, she's Polish. She's born in Poland, but she became a French naturalist and a physicist and a chemist. And she was actually born Maria, but when she moved to France, she changed it to Marie, to more the French way of doing it. Okay, so we're gonna start with her head. So you're gonna start with a circle. Okay, so we have a circle. Now we're gonna give her chin. So our chin bone is gonna come down. And come up, okay? So you can erase inside here. Okay, fantastic. So line down the middle and a line across the middle. So we're gonna put the eyes on top. So I made them not full circles, so let's make them like half circles with her lashes on top here, with the shiny in there. And I just colored it all the way in. It's gonna be with Sharpie. And then do the same thing on the side. So a half circle, make a line on top with this, her lashes, to make her look more feminine. Just watched a documentary on her and she is one amazing woman. Okay, so let's do our jelly bean for the nose, and we've got a line across for the mouth. Okay, so now we're done with that, so we can get rid of the T-bar. So she's best known for developing the theory of radioactivity, which has been a blessing and a curse. If you think about it, you could do x-rays and all that stuff, but then it can do weapons and kill people. So not the best. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna give her some eyebrows. I made her have one eyebrow up, which I realized I didn't color in, but I'll color it in later. And then I wanted to, so it kind of gives her kind of like a curious look to it. And then when you Sharpie it, just give her some eyebrows in there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Good job. And for her nose, so we're gonna make it slight dip. Then we're gonna give it her nostrils on either side. And we're gonna go from here down, so it looks like that's her bridge of her nose. And for her mouth, goes across. I'm giving her a slight smile with the cute little creases here. And this is the upper lip, and then we have the lower lip. Okay, and we'll be coloring, you can color that in to give it some color. Okay, cute as can be. So for her ears, we're gonna give her ears on either side. What else do we know about her? Okay, she's the fifth child, and her parents were teachers, and they both were very poor. So that means that she went to school, but she was also a governess. So up here, we're gonna make her hairline. It's gonna come down. She had the old-fashioned like bun. She always wore her hair back. So we're gonna make this into a giant like bun up here. And then eventually you're gonna come in here and you're gonna put in, this is her hair. Put in extra pieces here. So she became a governess for a job. That's like a young, like a servant or helper. They'd help with kids, they'd help with laundry, whatever that need help. So now let's do her sides of her hair. You're gonna make it wavy, come all the way down to her ears. But while she was in that house, one of the sons, they fell in love with each other, and they ended up getting married. So now we're gonna put some lines across here. The son, what's his name? Kazimierz. I probably massacred that one. The parents weren't too excited because the family knew that they were poor. And her hair, because she didn't care about her looks or money, her hair was always kind of disheveled, I think that's the word. So we're gonna put our hair in a bun. And then at the end, I want you with your Sharpie, just put in like extra pieces that are kind of popping out. Her hair kind of looked like it was just thrown up into it, if you look at the pictures and stuff. a couple pieces down here. Super job. Okay, there's her. Now let's get her neck in here. So we have her head. Oh, she also has like the side hairs. So right by the ears, let's just erase that right there. And you're gonna put in some little side hairs. Bloop, 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 bloop. Cute. Okay, she's got her neck. And we're just gonna put in where her shoulders are. So she's got, I made her have an outfit with a ruffle along the top. So what you're gonna do, you can start in this is the line here for the bottom of her dress, but we're gonna put a ruffle in here. So you're just gonna go and make like a roller coaster up and down and up and down, and do this all the way across, and then we'll put in another layer. Okay, so now you want to come in and do the top layer up and down, up and down. Okay, so she's got her shoulder, which this side needs to come up a little bit more. And her sleeve. So she has, the pictures I've seen, she had big poofy sleeves. That was very stylish back then. This is her arm. And right down the middle, we're gonna make a line down the middle and have little buttons here. We're gonna make a line across. This is for her dress. And this is her chest here, okay? We're not gonna do this side because we're gonna put her arm in there. So her arm's gonna go down and up, and we're gonna put her hand in here. So her hand, she's grasping the beaker. I think that's what it's called. Also, she's always been smart and curious and always wanting to learn. When she was graduated from high school, she got a gold medal when she graduated for excellence. And at the University of Paris, she was so poor because they didn't care. Her and her husband that she married, they both were scientists. They didn't care about money. They were so poor that they actually made a laboratory out of a shed. So they just were poor little scientists. They didn't care about money. So now we're gonna put the bottom of where she's working on the ring, all of her chemicals. Sometimes she would faint because she just would, they didn't have money and she didn't think about eating. And so she'd faint from lack of food. But she kept going, and she even knew Albert Einstein. Wouldn't that be so cool? He even wrote her a letter. They went to conference together. So cool. So now what you want to do is you want to make it look like that it's like the fumes are coming up. She would sleep with a piece of, what's it called? A sample of radium next to her bed every night, and it would glow. And so she would kind of like use that as like her glowing. Well, the sad part is when she died of aplastic anemia, and that's prolonged exposure to radiation. So all that work that she did pretty much killed her. Okay, and then I'm gonna put little bubbles coming out here. She did have 2 daughters. One of them got an award too. Smart, I'm sure they were smart as a whip. So this makes, I'd like to do these because it makes it look like they popped. Boop. And you can make as many as you want here. Boop. Excellent. So the last thing you're gonna do, which I'm not gonna do a Sharpie, or you can do like little wrinkly, it just looks like it's wrinkled. When you're drawing this, when you're using the blue, I used purple, do lines here. So I just did thicker lines and thin lines all the way down, and then when you're doing your chest area, just make it kind of curved a little bit, and it will make it look more like she is a woman with a chest. And then when you're coming this way, you want the lines to go that way. Okay, does that make sense? And you can make the lines coming out here, but you're not gonna do this with Sharpie, you're just gonna do this with your colored pencil, okay? All right, that is Marie Currie. And I love this woman, and she's amazing. So I thin Sharpied it with the ultra fine Sharpie, then I thick Sharpied around the outside and colored it. So don't forget the rosy cheeks. All right, and how I made this look glowing, I used just a light green, and then I put some yellow in there, so it looks glowy. Anyways, have a great day. See ya.